lost, like I said yesterday, I deleted the video files before they finished processing. So I lost like a day and a half or something of video. It's not bad, but it's not even necessary now. It's, it feels a little bit warmer now. The shirt got dry. Friends of Essex are coming. I'm gonna bring my super tall girlfriend around. We're gonna win some nice Scottish pie. Andor came out, final episode. Let's see it. See what's going on in there. It's cold out here. We all have to sleep outside, guys, to conserve more energy. Okay, the more homeless people we have, the less energy we use. Yeah. You can be an environmentalist winner if you sleep outside like me. Understanding we got to conserve the energy because Russia took away our energy, so we got to sleep outside to conserve our energy. We have an energy crisis, so we all have to sleep outside. It's better that way, guys. It's better if we sleep outside to conserve the energy. Yeah, it looks, I was looking at that Note 10 Plus case I have, and it doesn't look like it's the Plus. because it's a small case, 6.6 or something like that. So I know I tried it on. I know I tried it on when I bought it on the Note 10 Plus, and it was fitting. But I mean, that cannot be the case. The Note 10 Plus is 6.8, not 6.6, 6.5. So they must have replaced the case, or I don't know what the hell happened. It's not the right one. I got a wallet case that I bought for it that I still have. It doesn't look like it's for the Plus. It looks like it's for the Note 10 Lite or something. I don't know. Not the 5G model, that's for sure. I don't know what case that is. Watch some on the Andor. Check it out. Got some good stuff. It's cold down here. Yeah, it feels a lot better without that blue shirt. I mean, I couldn't even sleep. There's so much EMF coming out of that blue shirt. I couldn't actually sleep. Bailando, bailando. Up, You know, cigarette butts are not very good for the environment. You know, if you're not a good environmentalist, it's coming out of your paycheck. Maybe worse. Because I know cigarette butts are not very good for the environment. I heard 15 years to degrade. And if I could find them, if I find any cigarette butts on the ground, that's 100 pounds each. That's a 100-pound fine for each cigarette butt on the ground. It's coming out of your paycheck. You know what I'm saying? And it's outrageous. Okay, it's a little bit, the hypocrisy is a little bit too much, yeah? You know? The hypocrisy of this smoking shit and environmentalism is a little bit too much right now, yeah? So, I mean, you know, just let's be considerate here that, you know, it's a little bit too much hypocrisy, you know? Smoking and environmentalism. I don't know about that, guys. I don't know about that, huh? Make a deal right now. You want to be an environmentalist smoker? 100-pound fine for each cigarette on the ground. Each cigarette butt is a 100-pound fine. Yeah? I mean, I understand you guys want to save the planet. I understand you guys like Captain Planet, but the hypocrisy with the smoking and environmentalism shit is a little bit too much, yeah? You know, it's a little bit insensitive, yeah? A little bit insensitive, you know, for me right now, guys. You know, you guys are being a little bit insensitive, I think. You know.
Não vai ter filho na casa do povo de novo. Lá para o lugar produtos funcionamentos eu fico no centro do que faz capilografia do parte até a produção é um parte que ele não está tendo os custos que é a madura como está você não precisa pegar
So let's work that through. Basically, I know.
Không có nãy là em có bên này.
It's going to rain today. I mean, not tonight anyway. And it's really good. Yeah, the Sandler finale was great. Not bad at all. Really good stuff, yeah. Wait 2 years for, I think they said 2 years for season 2. It's definitely a little bit cold. Yeah, this Iranian British actress is supposed to be was in the Rings of Power, but I don't see her listed on the credits on Google. I didn't look at IMDb, but Google doesn't have it. pouring down. It's pouring down a little bit. This is not raining. It seems to be working okay. This guy was posting USB charging boards for batteries, and it appears that it's only £1. Maybe I can find some on Amazon to charge these batteries that I have. Put them so I got one 5,000 and another 15,000. Put them all together. And hook them up to one of those USB boards. But I need a soldering iron. I think I can, I can put two of them in the laptop. It should work. It's only 45 watts. The laptop is only 45 watts charging. I think it should work. It's not that much difference. I want to put them in the laptop and put at least two of them in there. Because I mean, I got 3 cells. I got 3 cells. Is it 3 cells? I got 3 cells, so I can put 2 of them in the laptop, keep one. I need a soldering iron. It's very cheap USB boards, but they work. It says it's under £1. Maybe I can find them on Amazon, so I can charge my fucking batteries. It's fucking ridiculous. I'll put one in the laptop though. I threw away another power bank, 2 years ago, I think it was, 3 years ago. I threw one away. And that was 3 cells as well, or 2 of them. Definitely need to get that. That was a waste. I should have kept them, but I need a soldering iron to fix, to hook up another USB board to charge. But that laptop has that hard drive space. I can definitely hook them up in the laptop in there. It's not 18. I mean, it's supposed to charge at 18. I think 45 is okay. I think 45 is okay, and it should work in the laptop as well. They're not rated for the 45 watts, but it's not that much difference.
Very happy you told me that.
I gotta look at yeah, maybe I'll get a soldering iron. It's more shit to carry. It's more shit to carry in this bag, but maybe I'll get a soldering iron if I get money, so I can fix my stuff. Now there should be a way to blank BIOS chips with the laptop running by applying power to the chips, but you gotta know the pin out for the chip. But there must be a way that you can zero out the BIOS chip by bridging the pins on the chips. Because with the laptop running, you can write the BIOS. With the laptop running, you can write the BIOS from the desktop on some BIOSes. Even this one does it. You will load the BIOS from the desktop, verify it in the BIOS. Verify it and write it in, from the BIOS. But if it loads from the desktop, it means that you can maybe possibly completely clear a BIOS chip with the laptop or computer running, and then apply the update from the desktop environment without turning the laptop off. If it writes from the desktop, you should be able to. But I don't know if it's possible. Bridging the pins on the BIOS chips, which ones need to be bridged? Do you need external power? You shouldn't need. You should have power going to the chip. But that might be a way to blank them when as the laptop is running, and then maybe write the BIOS from the desktop environment. it should work. That way you don't have to get a flashing tool just to clear it, because they did something. They wrote something to the chip that's not being erased. It's not being erased like it should be. So I can look at it. I can look at the BIOS files and see if there's any settings in there I can remove or add, change. I gotta check and see how much if those charging boards are on Amazon. USB charging boards are in there for random batteries. It says it cuts off, and it cuts off when the battery's full. Like I said, I want to add one pack to the laptop because it's got a space for it. It's supposed to be a hard drive. It's supposed to be a hard drive, but I can put, I can put one pack in the laptop to get more capacity of it. They should have had. They should have made it like that from the factory. Put a fucking cell phone battery in that hard drive bay if you don't have a hard drive. Make it an option, either get a hard drive or an extra battery in there. So that's what I would have done. So let's see if I can get a soldering iron. Maybe it's a bit of money. I could be better off putting it towards a phone. See what happens if I can get. There is a 13,000 milliamp Chinese phone I can get. Now that is worth getting because of the battery size, and it says it charges at 65 watts. If it does charge at 65 watts, that is pretty good. You get 13,000. Plus you get an actual phone out of it. It's pretty good. I would actually get one of those just to use it as a battery, not to actually use the phone. It's.
Maybe it's not what you say. Actually, I don't know.
Probably not going to be able to put this on like that. It's a good. The laptop's a good place to put those batteries. I can't fit them all. I can't fit them all in there, but I could. And it charges faster too, 45 watts versus 18. Much better. And I think the cells can take it. I don't think the amps are different. I think the amps are pretty much still 3 amps or 4 amps or something like that. So 3 amps and maybe 20 watts, 15 watts. I don't know what it is, but it should work. It should work just fine without the batteries blowing up or anything. So. It's a clear sky tonight. It's going to get cold. Usually if it's clear, it's warm. Okay, it's okay right now. It's going to get cold. Tonight it's warm. This Adler series was actually pretty funny, kind of funny, kind of sad, kind of interesting, very, very good stuff. Better than some of the movies, like I said. Pretty good. Really good stuff. And we have another 2 years for season 2. see if there's some Chevrolet money. Nobody down there yet. Oh, there they are. It's going good.
You're paying for sorting, then you get it checked. Take something. I want to make sure I'm getting the rest. Just go, like I said, try to get it from the other money. They're going to do the rest. No, I just don't get it from they're going to bring it, they're going to cut it, and they're going to bring it. You can make it yourself. You can make it, I'm not saying, but if you make it yourself, you can make it. Stay for another life, I think. Ini, warna itu makin lebih Cam la 2 zile, ziceam că aici era portul așa, capul la până era portul. Da, da. Păi și-a dat portul, da. Da, alea, da, până ce era. Ce că e chestia de ăla, da. Era portul, și vedeai, era un port de la mici, vedeai că este 3-4 date. Ăștia acum, practic, în a doua dată, poliția și la toate porturile, ăla uite pe aici. Ce era aici? Este așa un multe de porturi. Dacă venea mașina cu carte, n-am putea să descarce că ți-a păidat și în mașină, camionul să ia. Era șoferul cu omul, ăla se învârtea pe acolo, ăla se ține cu competență, se vedeau că se vorbina pe acolo. Probabil că ăla, care nu două, vedem că-ți vorbim. La mare suri, imediat pe stau. Să-i dăm la India. Se face de la mai iare, de mai iare.
În 2015-2014,
Nu accept, domnule, mi-au făcut de adicat, nu mi-au acum în libertate, acum n-ai opinie, au bani, dacă îi spun tot organizat, au rămas la gândire cu bani ce poate să au luat de jos înapoi. Care nu s-ai pe ei la eu vreau să am zis, era și România, eu am fost, și eu venit la mine un geam de aia capă. Vreau să iau căpare și care și-a față. Cam mult cu credică. N-avea bani, dar să ia două bani. N-avea 700. Era cam 270 de este de un apartament la unii fac cam de mașină. Ai luxul, nici are acum, auzi, știi cum e acum? Știi cum e acum?
Kilometru zero, de acolo pleacă kilometru zero.
Ce în România? De acolo spuneți închiriat pe chirie și...
De acolo, știi cum e, cum e? Nu de ziua. Alea, ca la țară, când spune, mai e 5 km, acolo e borna zero, de acolo pleacă.
Ai pus la mișe două. Așa e, așa e.
Nu e, dar e fake.
Ca să zic așa mai casă, că le știu lângă casă. Știu de asta. Nu mai așa, frate, eu am fost în Italia, așa de casă, flori, grație. Și el a venit, că e de care era alba și după aia florile se făcea cu păstul și s-au luat biletele
De la voi, că ăia se trage la vinerea. Bine că mai face timpul.
I-am găsit, auzi, i-am găsit. A luat două apartamente. Așa, nu se vinde mult. Iau bani care am. Acum, trece în sunt bani. Gata, bine.
Just say yes.
Oh yeah.
I'm just talking.
What do you mean? It's just a maze. It's one of them things where I can't be fascinated about with
White coffee, 2 sugars, 3 sugars.
Hi, Alex.
Hello, hello. Yeah, yeah. I'll come back for it too. Yeah, that's good. Thanks.
Which one was that?
Do we have to pay for it? How much?
What?
Do we have to pay for the coffee?
Oh, it's free right now. Okay, fine.
Ciao, ciao. După aia din mai uitat. O să mă neam astăzi acolo, pentru că nu știu ce. Ai plecat acasă. Ai de așteptat. Nu știu. Ai bagă de mai la mine. Ai ce când aprinde. Ce s-a întâmplat? Ce s-a întâmplat? Ai acolo la toate. Altfel. Veni cu asta. Și vedeți.
Yeah, lighting. Two sugar, free sugars. Really good, yeah. That's good. Nectar.
Nu putem duce pe strada milionarilor. Cum? Lasă mă sunt ocupat de lor. Puteți frate, spune omul, dacă nu dacă nu de ce? Nu poate să o facă.
Nici nu să ceți măcar.
Nu eu respect oricine, ăla care zice acolo, dar nu asta spune, nu moralitate. Și acum ți vrei să te angajezi. 100 de milioane. Băia ce cea cu cauza la ăștia. Ăștia de-au reputate. Dacă faci o tarabă aici, faci venit-o direct. Dar ai nu trebuie să înțelegi? Faci o tarabă aici, uite cum eu la acesta, dacă ăla de cânta pahar pahar. Ăla de nu vrei, nu? Ăla da. Aproape de ăla. Băi, dar nici cei mai tari ați la ce multe ați face pe așa. Când vezi niște de trei.
Dar nu e rău, nu poți. Nu știi, nu știi, nu știi, nu poți să spui.
Dacă luam un cu 2 de lei la 2000 de erau buni. Ia gata. Eu cu să te-ai dus bun, adică tot știam că tot pot să fac asta. Ai înțeles? Dar uite, nu mai e ce fac unde e. Ale, cum am lucrat în timp ce ai să fac cu ele. Hai, că nu stai așa cu românul aici cu ina tra șapte tranquilizante, eu că dai așa nu va fi. Doar de nu fac poliția la ușă, dar nu se poate nimic. Nu mă pune aici, aici e românul. Aici mai Vrei să uite, hai, bă. Nu, dar mai plăci, hai să te amară. Păi și șoferul va capule să rămână. Dacă capule. Hai să mă hai să te Iau familie. Iau familie. Uite-te bani, ca să nu motiva nici. Da.
Ar veni ieri și dacă plecați un om la 1 milion de ani, 1500, uite,
Am cumpărat fără mine. Am cumpărat pe măsură. Am cumpărat pe măsură. Am cumpărat pe măsură. Am cumpărat pe măsură. Cât un an. Adică nu mai trebuie să fie dar e prima realizație, am făcut și le râdea. De-aia de prima realizație. Dacă se întâmplă, da. Și l-a luat la o gădire de asta la un pic. I-a dat de Dacă știi să-i administrezi, merge motorat. Dacă nu știi, vezi că nu vede oameni care știu că a băgat capul de nici a pierdut. Minimal, vezi că știi? Dar cât ai băgat? Ai dat. Vezi? Nah, think I can.
Hello, how are you? You say here. Gosh. Go on, yeah. No. No. Go on. Do you want to get the queue? Do you look at the queue?
Sorry? No, you have overtime time here because it's not there.
You there's a queue. You either go in the queue or you don't go in the queue.
No, wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, listen. You guys have time.
All these people are also on time. They've been waiting.
Have we got chicken drink or sausage?
Sausage.
You want to go?
Yeah.
Do you want to take a sweet drink anytime?
Yeah, I want some
We've got donuts or biscuits or a chocolate twist.
chocolate twist,
Yeah, good shout. Pastry sir?
Sausage.
That's all. There you go.
My coffee, 3 sugars.
How you doing?
Very good, how are you?
I need sweet sugar. There you
Thanks.
go, mate. You get the usual
There's no sandwich today.
You like it? Yeah. I just turn it over. We need it.
Very comfy. Go on, home. Darling, come to the car, ready? Oh, yeah. Go on,
I was here one day, right, with a friend. Yeah. There was a man in the BMW. He had 2 bags of food left, right?
You okay? You could go through it.
I want 2 chicken curry, fresh chicken drumsticks. So that's where we sat.
Chicken drumsticks.
Just sat down there.
Cookies, donuts, pastries.
Yeah, sorry. Sausage roll? Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Do you want something sweet? We've got cookies or donuts.
Can I get a white tea with 3 sugars?
Yeah.
Dennis Coffee says he can
Yeah, I
back
thought
the
it was a team. I wanted to check. Welcome, save your pastry. There you go.
I don't need a break. I'm just going to leave them. Thank you very much. Thanks for all your help. Appreciate it. Welcome. Ta-da.
Yoga!
waterproof before we insulated, so it's going to last. I'm just hyping up
Alright, I feel like going to sleep now. I feel like waiting for this one now. That'll be another half hour. I guess. It might be another half hour. Let's just go right now because I feel my head hurts. I don't know what the hell I ate. It is freezing out here. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna just gonna go to sleep. I don't feel like making any hits. I don't have enough battery anyway.
Yes, please go ahead. It smells crap. No, they had wow, it is cold and windy over here. Always is.
The drones are out in force tonight. Motherfucker packed them full. Let's go ahead and go to sleep. I'm gonna wait for the slice. I don't have enough battery. Off and upload a nice vid. Should be okay going forward. I think we should be okay going forward with this phone.
You go in there, it's very like classy old American.
Yeah, that chicken drumstick with that rice. Not very good. Not very good chicken drumstick.
Like this one.
Yeah, somebody left some old shoes in there.
And at the same time,
Ah. Shit.
It's not right. I think I'm not right. That's fine.
These drones are dithering in overdrive. Looks like. Go to the Microsoft spot.
You always got to
They're singing over there on Oxford again.
是吗？你到了吗？如果你到了，你就进去吧。
They're singing over there. Everybody's having a party on the sidewalk. Look how many there's over there. 50 people easily in that spot over there. They're having a party over there on Oxford.
بس هي هاي شغله، لو شغله خارج البرلمان اقول لك لا انا اجيب مصر.
Man, it looks like we're stuck. I'm trying to upload this. We're looping. Yeah, it's looping the upload to
Pop up.
I don't know about this browser either. Try again. One hour. Yeah, the upload slowed down considerably on YouTube. And 10 minutes. Yeah, it's very fucking slow. That's the issue, right? Yeah, it slowed down a lot. Yeah, we're not loading much. Now let's move that. Put less in there, because it looks like it's too many. We'll make another smaller GIF, a smaller update. It's right out of space just now, so. Yeah, we ran out of space, and this upload tanked. 56%, 57. 10 minutes to upload. Something's wrong with the phone or the Wi-Fi spot.
The guy comes on, he's like, someone's pulled me.
Let's do a smaller update. Yeah, if we can finish this YouTube one. There must be some kind of concert going on in Oxford by now. 59, yeah, we're not going anywhere with that. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it slowed down to a halt over here with this Wi-Fi spot. Too slow right now. Fucking hell. Go ahead and resume that. $447. Where's the video? The video's gone. Yeah, it just disappeared. I don't see 447 in here. That's the thing. 4 minutes 47 seconds or something like that. 447. It was in there just now. Yeah, see, it disappeared. $447. Looks like we got some issues with this phone. That's what's got going on. Might have to process that again. Yeah, we just lost the entire 3 gigabyte file we had in here. And this thing is very slow. Yeah, we just lost the video file. It just got deleted. It just disappeared. Yeah, there's something going on with this. Let's do a restart. And it slowed down to a halt and the video got erased. Magically disappeared. I had this happen before with torrent files that I downloaded. Never a YouCut video. That took at least 40 minutes to process. It was 4 hours long, 4 hours, 47 minutes. Oh, it's faster now. Oh yeah, just did a restart on it.
Yeah, I think he's sort of like stressed it.
Yeah, 447. Yeah, the video is missing completely. Like I said, it's all gone. It has to be processed again. It's not in here. Let's just do the GIF update. Let's just do the GIF update and process the video again.
I don't want to.
Yeah, we just lost the 4 hours, 47 minute video. It just disappeared from the phone. So I don't know what it is. It could be the settings app. It could be the file manager. I had issues with that before, I think. Get link. We'll just process the video again, but it's going to be a while. I think the SADGuard stuff is fake. Maybe that's the reason why that the file goes missing. We'll have to process the video again because it's not in here anymore. It just disappeared. Yeah, I mean the video files are still here. We'll just process it again and come back later. Let's go ahead and go to that. We'll just process that again, even though I'm out of battery right now. Like I said, it's the reason why my files keep getting that script keeps getting modified. Whatever the hell is on the phone, it keeps fucking deleting files. I had torrents that were missing all the time. This YouCut video, that's a first. And we'll go ahead and give it a whirl here, and go back out later to upload the video. Anyway, I might have to go out and charge tonight. If I run out of battery, because I don't have a lot. It's only at 37%. Let me make some insoles. And some fresh ones. Some new insoles. I'll have to go out maybe later on to charge because I don't have enough in the 50 or the laptop. Oh my god, I moved it. I moved it like an imbecile. Let me move it back. Move to YouCut. Yeah, I'm going back over there. I moved the file. You didn't see it. I was trying to make space for those GIF images on fucking Google Drive and I didn't see I moved the file. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and upload this video. Try again. I don't like, missing, you can forget about GIFs. They're done. Yeah? It's the video during the day that matters. Where I am, what I'm doing. Yeah, where I've been. That's what matters right now. In the last couple of days leading to the end, what matters is where I am and where I've been. I already mistakenly erased one video myself that was processing. We can't have any missing video. Right now, like I said, this is the last stretch. The GIFs are done. I just make them because it's fun. But, we can't have missing video from where I am during the day. In the last days, to the end, we cannot have any missing days or any video. We'll go ahead and try this again. Like I said, I already have one missing video that I accidentally erased. Okay, it's resuming. It's resuming. $75, $76, $77. But, there is something that's deleting video from this phone. Seems to be the settings app, seems to be AdGuard, seems to be that file manager, something. Like I said, there's hardly anything on the phone. So many commands. Still having some issues with some missing files every now and then. Usually a torrent. I download a torrent, video, whatever the hell it is, it goes missing sometimes. Yeah. Like I said, leading up to the end, I don't want to have any missing video. We got to record everything. Like I said, the GIFs are done. I just make them. Now I just make them for fun. There's nothing to do. I just make them for fun because there's nothing to do. But towards the end of this, I definitely need to record as much as possible. I can't have any missing video. That's why I fixed both phones just in case we have problems with one. Even though we ran out of battery on this one, the A52 fucked up. Ooh, I vomited in my mouth. I vomited in my fucking mouth, guys. Yeah, it's fucking cold in this box too. Holy shit. Ah, it's fucking cold. It's flat. It's fucking raining out here again. An umbrella. I gotta go charge because in the morning I'll have nothing. The laptop is draining. The laptop has been draining lately. It's raining, guys. Again. Try and change a little bit. If I don't charge it now, I'm not going to have anything in the morning. Yeah, it's cold as shit. And hurricane force winds out of fucking nowhere. It's going every which fucking way. These drones were out here all fucking night. It's not even Friday or Thursday. Let's see what I can charge a little bit. Brasserie or another place. So I came up with a library of Android-specific permissions, and I denied them for some of the problem apps that I had. Wind, a lot of wind. There is an Android-specific permission list. You know, some apps have app-specific permissions, but what you're really after, like I said, is the ones that start with Android. Android.permission. That's what you want. Those are the core permissions that you want to deny to each app that you're not using. And that's what I started doing. It's like 50, 100 different permissions. They're like core permissions, if you will. Yeah, it's fucking cold. That's might be a shit. What is that? Yeah. Anyway, let's see if I can charge real quick. Random stops and random stops. Range again. Let's go sit in this car here and see if I can sit down and charge it. I don't like coming out here for this, but it says those are those power banks. This is now required. Like I said, the power banks too. You know, they were working one day, and then the next day they quit because they're getting into the box somehow, somewhere, by some incredible military tactics of infiltration. They're getting into that box and taking the phones out and the power banks and the laptop and everything else. You know, by some miracle. some fucking trash everywhere. Again. Oh, let's see if 50 is still on. Surprised because it was at 3% an hour ago. Alright, so let's see what we get from this. I changed some of the charging settings around a little bit. 4870. Okay, that's good. So long as it doesn't hit over voltage, because that's what knocks it down to 10. That's why it goes up to 49, 5,000 milliamps, and then it drops down to 10 milliamps all of a sudden. So we did some changes in there. Some slight changes in there to keep it from hitting that voltage limit. Because it knocks it down from 4,500. You want 4,500 up to 60%. You know, normally you would want it up to 90. Yeah, normally you would want 4,500 or better up to 90%. Let's see if I can get, 30+% in 5 minutes. Still dropping. But it's not dropping heavily, just 10 milliamps at a time. It's okay. I mean, like I said, we dropped down the volt amperage a little bit. That way it doesn't hit the over voltage limiter. See if I can get, 30, 40% in 5 minutes. Usually you can do that. Like I said, you can get the 45 watt, see it's going back up. This is the Goldilocks. The Goldilocks charging threshold. See it's going up and down around 4,500, 4,600. There you go. Very good, very good. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy, yeah? Very nice. So this is what you want. You want it to stay in the Goldilocks without hitting the voltage limiter, because then it drops down to 32. 32 is no good, because then, it charges slower. You want the Goldilocks, which is 4,600. There you go. Very good, very good, very nice. Very juicy, yeah? Very excellent. Very, very excellent. Very nice. Somebody's agitating their doggy. So this is what you want. You want it to stay at this rate for as long as possible. So we changed, like I said, we changed some of the settings. We changed some of the settings for charging it. We got the threshold just right, the Goldilocks. The Goldilocks zone for the threshold. See, it's going back up to 46. This is good. This is very, very good. Yeah, you can get 30, 40% in 5 minutes. If you can get 40% in 10 minutes, that's good. For this phone at 25 watts, if you can squeeze 40, 30% in 5 to 10 minutes, that's really, really good. So this is very, very good. 4,600 all the way. Let's see if it drops down at 30% or 36. Oh man, fucking. See, what is the 850 doing? 7%. Very nicely, very nicely indeed. With half a USB port. Half a USB port for the 850. We're at 7-8% from 2%. So that's very, very good, yeah? Very excellent. Very, very excellent. Very, very fast for us. Because I definitely don't want to stay out here for more than 20 minutes. I just want 70%, 60%, 80%, and then I just want to fuck off and go to sleep. This is very good. This is what we want. This is very, very good. Very, very good, yeah? So we put the charging commands for all 3 tables for the settings. Secure, system, and global. All have the same charging commands, and it works, as you can see. 4600, steady. Now, it doesn't drop more than 50 milliamps. Between 4500 and 4600 milliamps, this is what you want. If your phone does this, you're in tip-top shape. If your phone does this at its charging limit, you got a good phone. You got good settings in there. You're probably not getting hacked. Understand? This is how you tell. If you have a charging problem, if you have a charging issue, you're probably getting hacked. Okay? If you got a steady flow like this, 4550, 4600. If you got a steady flow between 4550 and 4600, you're good to go. Already 23%. And this is what we want. We want to get 40%, 50% in 20 minutes. Not 100 like you can on a Chinese phone in 10 minutes or 20 minutes, but at least if we can get 50% in 20 minutes, we're good to go. Oh, look at that, 4610. Went back up to 4610. Very good. That is very, very excellent. Very excellent. This is what you want on a 25-watt phone. Yeah? Normal, steady charging at 25 watts all the way. And this is a 30-watt charger, yeah? It's supposed to be 33 with PD or PPS. I think it's 30, so it's good. This is what we want. Should be able to get 30 watts on the Pixel 6, and you can get 45 watts on some Samsung phones, but not a lot. It's only like 4 phones. It's only like four Samsung phones that have 45 watts. You can get 5,000, 6,000 milliamps out of those. 8,000. Yeah, 8,000 if you have the charger. If you have the charger necessary, you can get 10,000 milliamps, I would guess. Yeah, 45, 25. You can probably get 9,000 to 10,000 milliamps. Now we're dropping. See, it got to 27. Now we're dropping. But that was good. We got 30%. We got 30%. We got our 30% right there, which is what we wanted. We got our 30%. 850 is at 13%. $36.80, $36.90, $700. That was very good. That's what we wanted. We got 30%. So it's charging is the reason why they sell Chinese phones. Most people who are aware. Most of these drones got iPhones. You're gonna get 27 watts. It's kind of like Samsung. You're gonna get 27 watts from an iPhone, but it's the reason why. That's the reason why they just want you to buy a Chinese phone. They really want you to buy a Chinese phone. That's all it is. That's what's going on. That's why Samsung has been stuck at 25 watts for fucking 4 years. It's been 4 years since the first 25 watt phone, and I think it was the A70. The A70 was the first 25 watt phone that they had. It's been 4 years. So we're at 30%, and it's been, I don't know how long it's been. But that's good. This is what we want. We got a very, very fast threshold up to 27%. Would you have a better software experience on a Chinese phone? Yeah, maybe. Maybe there are some phones out there where the bugs are not so where the sabotaged apps and firmware, it's not so bad. But like I said, that's what they're banking on. They're banking on everyone buying those Chinese phones, because then you cannot challenge them. All you have to do is buy a Chinese phone, and you will not be able to challenge them on Chinese spying, which is what they're doing. Granted, they're independent of China. I can't say that enough. They're not spying for China. They are running this gig independent of China and independent of the Soviet Union. Like I said, after Genghis Khan, they took off on their own. That's what's going on here. They took off on their own after Genghis Khan. It's not a secret. And they're banking on everyone buying a nice Chinese phone, because then you cannot challenge them on Chinese spying or Soviet Union spying, which is what they're doing, independently of the Soviet Union. And, like I said, the whole idea here is, how can you look like a hypocrite, right? You're challenging Soviet spies with a Chinese phone, and you look like a hypocrite, right? Because you're accusing them of spying, and you have a Chinese phone. See, that's the angle that they're going for. You're trying to accuse them of spying. Now, granted, you have more solid evidence than a phone. You just have a phone, which is a consumer product that the imbeciles gladly ship you, and they gladly co-produced with Qualcomm most of the time. You just have a Chinese phone that's made in China. No, it's no different than any other phone, or even the iPhone. That's made in China as well. Yeah, you would be using. Think about the scenario. You would be using a Chinese phone that has been co-produced with Qualcomm, which is an American company. But because you look like a hypocrite, because you're using a Chinese phone, you cannot challenge them on Chinese spying because of it. Understand? Which is what they're doing, independently of the Soviet Union and China. They're doing that independently. But because even if you are using a consumer product with an FCC sticker on it, which is what OnePlus is. OnePlus is Chinese, and BBK Electronics as well, and it's got 15% of the U.S. market. OnePlus, BBK Electronics, Chinese brand, has 15% of the U.S. market. Verizon sells them, and T-Mobile sells them on their fucking website. It's a Chinese brand. It's got an FCC approval on it. Most of them were produced in collaboration with Qualcomm, which is an American company. But because you buy that phone, you will not challenge them on Chinese spying, which is what they're doing. These are Soviet-era spies, baby boomer, lunatic fucking spies, that have decided that because they are not white, no one else can be. Understand? That's what this is. They decided back in the 40s and the 50s that because they are not white, and they know that they are not white, no one else can be white. You understand? This is a Soviet Union program where they targeted the white Slavs that were left over from after the Genghis Khan invasions. That's what they did. The Bolsheviks targeted the white Slavs that were left all over Eastern Europe, which is what they're doing now. You understand? And if you buy a Chinese phone, you just look like a hypocrite trying to accuse them of Chinese spying. Now remember, it's an FCC-approved device made in collaboration with Qualcomm. There's basically nothing Chinese about it, other than the country of manufacturing, which is China. There's really not much about it that is actually Chinese if it's a Qualcomm phone. Yeah, if you buy a OnePlus phone in America, which is Chinese, and it is BBK Electronics, that fucking phone was approved by the fucking FCC. Federal Communications Committee, or whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah? They approve every electronic device on the fucking market. On the entire U.S. domestic market, the FCC will put a sticker on anything that you buy from a store in America. Anything that you buy from Amazon. Pretty much anything that you will buy from eBay. Anything that you will buy from Best Buy will be approved by the FCC, and if it's a phone, sometimes it will be made in collaboration with Qualcomm, which is an American company. But because you look like a hypocrite now, because you look like a hypocrite, you will not be able to accuse them of Chinese spying if you buy one of those Chinese phones, which is what they want me to do. What the fuck do you want me to do with 50 pounds, guy? There's no fucking Chinese phone that you can buy for 50 pounds. They gave me 50 pounds. To do what? What the fuck you want me to buy with 50 pounds? Nothing. You can't buy nothing for 50 pounds. But like I said, that's the whole deal here. You look like a... Now remember, the evidence against them is way harder than any phone. Approved by the FCC and made in collaboration with Qualcomm. The evidence against them is 10 times stronger than any phone. Any Chinese phone, no matter what phone it is. It can be a fucking MediaTek if you want it. If you want it, it can be a fucking MediaTek. The evidence against them is 10 times that of any phone, any Chinese phone. MediaTek or Qualcomm, makes no difference. But because you buy that phone, you look like a hypocrite and you can't accuse them of spying. Understand that that's what they're doing. These are a bunch of lunatic motherfuckers straight out of the Soviet era. Straight out of the fucking Soviet era that would very much like, would very much prefer if the rest of the world looked exactly like they do. Ugly, albino, and an ugly fucking hominid. You understand? It's a commie rat with nothing else better to do. Understand? That is their goal, plain and simple. An ugly fucking rat that would very much prefer if the rest of the world would simply just look like them. But therein lies the problem. You're an ugly motherfucker. Yeah? Therein lies the problem. They're a bunch of ugly motherfuckers, aren't they? Yeah? But that's all it is. That's all there is to it. It's an ugly fucking rat with nothing else better to do than making sure that the rest of the world looks exactly like they do. Why? The question is why? Why are they so, so devoted to this idea? Makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense. It's a waste of fucking time. It's a waste of fucking time. Yeah, that someone likes, if someone with a lot of money and a lot of time. We know that much. From those GIF images, it looks like it's someone with a lot of money and a lot of time. What else are they going to do with that money and time? What do you think they're going to do? With Jewish power and Jewish money, what do you think they're going to do? You tell me, what do you think that they're going to do with Jewish money and Jewish power? They're going to do what they're doing in those gifts. Yeah, there's nothing else to do. Now, granted, it's very stupid. It's the most stupid shit you can possibly think of. Yeah, it's the most stupid waste of time imaginable, but they're doing what you see in those gifts because they have Jewish power and Jewish money. Yeah, it's the most stupid fucking thing that you can possibly think of, that you can possibly think of to do right now. Yeah, but they do it anyway. They do it anyway. The question is, the question you should be asking yourself is why? Why are they so preoccupied with this? Why not do something else? Do something else, man. Do something else with your time and money, but they're not going to do anything else. They're not going to do anything else because, fucking with bodies, so, let's mess with, they're doing that. They're doing that in America in a big way. But over here, the Soviet era is alive and well. The question you should ask yourself is why mess with Whitey so often? Why mess with Whitey every fucking century? They mess with Whitey, and the end result is we're sorry. They were sorry in World War I, and then they were sorry again in World War II, and then it continued on and on every generation since. And they were sorry after Worcester, and they were sorry after the Prussian Wars, and they were sorry after the German-Franco Wars, and it's the same story over and over. Yeah, it's simple. It's a simple goal that they have. Fuck with Whitey. Find Whitey and fuck with them. That's what this is. It's the same story over and over. Bolsheviks, Genghis Khan, Persian Empire, Ottoman Empire, etc., and on and on and on. Find Whitey and fuck with Whitey. It's the same story over and over. Genghis Khan, Ottoman Empire, Persian Empire, on and on and on. Roman Empire, etc., etc., etc. Every empire did it. Find Whitey and fuck with Whitey. Roman Empire, Genghis Khan, Ottoman Empire, Persian Empire, they all did the same thing. Now think about it like this. Think about it like this. If every empire, with the exception, let's just say with the exception of the Roman Empire, if 3 of the 4 empires that existed, that we know of, yeah? Persian, Ottoman, Genghis Khan, the Roman Empire. Let's just say that 3 of the 4 were, with the exception of the Roman Empire, let's just say that 3 of the 4 empires, you can say the Byzantine Empire, it didn't last long anyway. Let's exclude the Byzantine Empire, because let's just say it was Ottoman Empire, it got to be Ottoman Empire anyway. It got to be Genghis Khan later anyway. So let's just say that throughout the recorded history, there's been 4 empires. Let's exclude the Roman Empire. What do you have left? You have, guess what? 3 non-white empires. Genghis Khan, Ottoman Empire, and Persian Empire. 3 main global empires that are non-white. We're excluding the Roman Empire, even though they were heavily, towards the end, they heavily fucked up and they mixed each other into nothing. Let's just exclude the Roman Empire, even though towards the end they mixed each other into nothing. Okay? So, out of the 4 main empires that existed in recorded history, 3 empires are non-white. What does that tell you? Who do you think could have done colonialism and imperialism? If 3 out of the 4 empires that existed in recorded history are non-white empires, including the last one, who do you think did imperialism and colonialism? There's your answer, yeah? Simple answer. Simple answer. Out of the 4 main empires that existed in recorded history, 3 of them are non-white, and those would have been the empires that have done colonialism and imperialism from within Europe. Which is what happened. It is what happened, yes? You have, out of 4 main empires, 3 of those empires are non-white. Those 3 empires that are non-white would have done your colonialism and imperialism from within Europe. And now, later, they're blaming white Europeans for what they did. For what they did to themselves. You understand? How convenient that is. It's just as convenient as the framing program itself, like I said before. How convenient it is that 3 out of the 4 empires are non-white and they did colonialism and imperialism from within Europe. So that means that they will later blame white Europeans for what they did to themselves. Is that what they're doing now? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is what they're doing now. They did colonialism and imperialism. The 3 empires that were non-white out of the 4, including the Roman Empire towards the end, that was non-white as well. They did colonialism and imperialism from within Europe and then blamed white people for what they did. How convenient that is. It's just as convenient as the framing program, isn't it? Is it as convenient as the framing program? It damn sure is. It is damn convenient, isn't it? It damn sure is convenient to do imperialism and colonialism from within Europe and then blame white people for it. How convenient that is. Think about it. 3 out of the 4 empires that existed were non-white. The Romans, towards the end, they fucked up as well and they were non-white. Yeah, Roman Catholic. What does that mean? Yeah. And lo and behold, 400 years after, 300 years after, 200 years after it was over, they blamed certain white people for it. Certain white people must have done it. Was it really? Was it really? Because this place was invaded a lot. 3 empires out of the 4, excluding the Roman Empire, right? You exclude the Roman Empire, you have 3 empires that invaded. And they penetrated all the way. Yeah. Who do you think could have done colonialism and imperialism out of the 4 empires that existed? They all did. They all did. All 4 empires did it. all four of them towards the end were non-white. All four empires towards the end were non-white, including the Roman Empire. Can you say that the Roman Empire was white towards the end? Not really. All right, so that's 63%. That's very good. Yeah, this Brasilia stuff is not connected. They broke that Wi-Fi portal, and I can't connect to it. That one works, but the rest of them are broken. Let's see what it says. Can I go ahead and do this? This one works. The guest one is also broken. Yeah, they broke this one 2 years ago, 3 years ago. They broke this Brasilia one. It's been broken ever since. Yeah, this one too is broken. Anyway. Alright, 65. That's very good. Fast enough. The 850 is at 43, 43, 48, 50. Yeah, it's hanging around 2300, 2400 milliamps. This 850 USB board is very good for charging the power banks. You know, so you can buy a couple of them from Amazon because it's 18 watts and it's always going to charge. Looks like so. Even when it's not reversible, it charges just fine. And you can hook up these power banks to that USB board and charge at 18 watts. Yeah, it's charging at 2400.